Hi. Do you want to meet a judge from Houston, Texas, who is so much humble, modest, and easily accessible by a normal citizen, a normal person? It sounds like almost impossible. I'm not saying other judges are not this good or they're not offering their generosity, but this judge has something very special. He is investing his time into youth, he's investing his time into community projects, he's doing his job, and also he's taking care of the community, even from a huge group to a single person. I am that single person. Hi, this is Samir Khan from Local Vibes TV, Houston, Texas. And today I'm going to interview Judge KP George. I'm here at the moment in his courtroom, in courthouse, and we will be going through some of the achievements, some of the progress that he made, and we will have some close time with him and discussions and everything. So stay tuned and coming to you soon. Take care. Hi guys, so now I'm here with Judge KP George. Thank you, sir, so much for giving us time. Our community TV channel, which is trying to cover the positivity from our local community and from our local society. So without taking much of your time, I will go straight to the questions. Number one question is, what were the community engagement challenges when you took over the office?
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Thank you.
I am KP George, Portland County Judge, and I am excited to be with you and having this conversation about where our county is today. And I came into office, got elected in 2018 and took office January 1st, 2019.
Wow.
And one of the reasons I decided to run for office was Hurricane Harvey. And there was not enough communication, and people were struggling, and especially it is important in our county because almost 30% of our residents are foreign born.
Yes.
And so they don't know how to manage it and things of that nature. So I always thought we could do a better job. So when I came into office and I decided to engage with public, we took everything to. We did numerous. Initially, it is listening tours. Went to 4 precincts, and then we changed into resource tour. What does that mean? We are, showcasing our county and showcasing our departments, what kind of services available. And many times people came and said, "Oh, we didn't know this service was here." And especially one is Beverly Walker's office had the passport.
Yes.
And many people didn't know. And actually, Mrs. Walker was able to bring that out, and now there is almost a lot of people. Her office is one of the largest in processing
For sure.
passport application and so on and so forth. So bringing all this information and also preparing our citizens for any kind of emergencies.
Yes.
And we started using social media platform and emails, and we have something called Everbridge, and which we send information out to public saying that, hey, this kind of emergency coming, or during emergency, and also even aftermath, how we manage it. And so it is so important that because we just finished with one of our major weather event, Hurricane Bell, and we were staying on top. And I haven't heard somebody coming and telling us, "Oh, I don't know what is going on."
Yeah.
And some people were saying you're sending out too much information, kind of thing, which is I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because I don't want somebody coming and saying, I don't know. And so we intentionally take that as a challenge so that our citizens are aware of what is going on.
Yes.
So I'm so proud to say that in Portland County today, we are in a much better shape than 2018 or 2017 and those days. And so today, and also our county grew. And our county is now the 8th largest county. Constantly people coming from not only from this region, from other side of the United States, and also from other side of the world.
Yes.
And so we are engaging more and more people. Now we are, as I mentioned, the 8th largest county in the state of Texas.
For sure.
With almost 950,000 people. We are going to have 1 million people by 2026.
It's not easy to manage such a huge family, that I would call it. And I think what I see at the moment, nowadays what I'm seeing is very great initiatives that government is trying to push to the best of their possibilities that they have, all the notification and everything. And another thing which I saw is that they are now having all the messages in multilingual. I think this was probably another challenge when you took over, that a lot of people do not understand the general English, I guess.
Yeah. And I think we still have that challenge.
Yes.
And unfortunately, one of our problem is we have more than 100 languages are spoken in Portland County.
Yes.
So even that is a major challenge. And
Yes.
when we do our cross conferences and all that
Yes.
stuff, we include always a Spanish interpreter.
Yes.
But other languages, we are making whatever the best effort we
Yes.
can to communicate. But fortunately, a lot of people coming from South Asian background,
Yes.
Asian background at
Yes.
large, they are they understand English,
Yes.
or at least they're if they are older a little bit, their children understand English. So, but the information is available, the information is sent out, and it's challenging at times, but we will continue to make that as a top priority so that our citizens can understand exactly how they
Systems
can engage.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
system work, and also what is available, what is not available, and who they can call to get those information. As a matter of fact, I will add this. I asked our IT director to engage in AI conversation.
Yes.
And our county is working behind the scene to create an AI communication in the future. You will see that maybe as early as 2025. Cool. we are going to have a 24/7 customer service.
For sure.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, you could say, ask how I'm going to apply for a birth certificate, and you could make that application right then and there.
Yes.
So we are actually not only engaging today's challenges and dealing with it, and we are actually also looking forward to make sure we are doing we are staying cutting edge.
That's great. And I believe, just to add a little bit onto this one, citizens also have to be a little bit more proactive in order to find out what exactly their county has to offer. Try to study, try to go out. You don't have to be afraid of anything, to be honest. Just so that, because a lot of people watching the channel, nobody's going to ask you about your status or your details or anything when it comes to provide you information.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
Yes. Fort Bend County's job as a county official is now my job to check somebody's immigration status or whether they live here legally.
Yeah.
It's not my job.
Yeah.
It is absolutely my job as a citizen. If you live in this county,
Yes.
if you need to get any kind of help, if we can help, we will help. And also, you don't have to be hesitant to communicating with us.
Yes.
That is absolutely right.
Definitely. So there you go, guys. Now you're hearing from the judge directly. There is no, let's say, hidden agenda or anything. The government is not taking your details because they want to catch you or something else. And even if you have any kind of felonies, you've done your time, whatever, it doesn't make you ineligible for getting the humanly services that the county is providing. So let's move on to the next one. How was the COVID-19 response? It was a chaotic time. How did you guys deal with it?
It is. And Fort Bend County, actually, it's very close to my heart. And so that's why I say this. Fort Bend County, not Fort Bend County, in COVID, the first COVID case happened in Seattle, Washington on February 26th. And first Fort Bend County, not only Fort Bend County, the state of Texas case reported in Stafford, Texas on March 4th.
Wow.
Okay, March 4th of 2020. And I signed a stay-at-home order. I believe it is March 12th.
Wow.
If it is not 13th.
That was very quick.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Because we have to address that issue quick, and we didn't know what to do. Nobody knew what to do, and county went into a standstill situation. But we always took intentional effort, because when it comes to a virus, we know what to do with it. But it made pretty much our country so divided, and so some people saying we should get tested, some people saying
Yeah.
we should not, and all those stuff. But the thing about it is, I don't think there is any rocket scientist. You don't have to be too smart. It is a virus, and the virus attacks you certain way, and you need to stay away from it and be cautious about it. And so I tell you, when the testing started, we opened up testing locations throughout the county because we wanted to find out, by doing that, we want to find out how in depth if the issue,
the impact,
and the depth of the infection in certain areas more, certain areas less. But as soon as the vaccine came, we intentionally opened up numerous locations, and not only that, we went and got a mobile unit, so that we could take it to wherever some people don't have transportation, and some people may be isolated in certain areas where they don't know where to go. And so we took it to that community. And not just that, and our EMS did an amazing job in, I think, at least 2,000-3,000 people. They took the vaccine because they are bedridden. They took the vaccine to their home.
Wow.
To give them that vaccine. And so our EMS did that. And so we were intentional about, because my goal was to vaccinate the maximum people. And because of that, even though the state and all, there are so many confusion and everything, we were always been, even today, is one of the most vaccinated county in the state of Texas.
For sure.
And because of that reason, there are so many people continue to move to Fort Bend. We are a safe place to live, and even when it comes to law enforcement, and we are a safety and security is very important. We are a safe place to live, and people like us, especially people coming from the South Asian background, we are looking for, we wanted to be peaceful. We wanted to, pay our tax and buy the big houses and all that good stuff and stay in peace. And so Fort Bend is offering that. And today, even in the middle of COVID, we grew exponentially. And understanding how fast we grew, 52,000 people in the 1970 census.
Wow.
Today we are at almost 950,000.
Yeah.
We are going to have 1 million people by
6 times double, I guess. It's a 6 times more.
Yeah.
From
Not
what,
6 times.
6, maybe more.
Yeah, exponential growth.
Yeah.
And so I guess what I'm trying to say is that we continue to grow, and not just that, we are one of the most ethnically diverse counties in the country. And in state of Texas, we are the most ethnically diverse in the country. We are the third most diverse county. And not just that, our diversity is a good thing. We are living in harmony. We don't have any issues. We don't have people fighting or none of that stuff. So we are living in harmony. That is one thing we accomplished, is by doing a lot of outreach. In the sense, I started as soon as I came into office, celebrating our diversity, the African American Heritage Month, Juneteenth celebration, Hispanic Heritage Month, and Iftar. I started in 2019, Fort Bend County, and Diwali, and and we did Chinese Lunar New Year. And so the bottom line of all this stuff is, I just want people to learn and understand about different culture, different value, and so you have a better way you look at them, right? Rather than you're looking at, oh my God, this guy doesn't look like me, or the girl doesn't look like me. So we came a long way on that. We definitely came a long way, and I see that there is a lot of pride in Fort Bend County residents. They say, oh, I live in Sugar Land, I live in here, or I live in Missouri City. People are so proud to be part of this
for
community.
Sure. It's really, let's say it's an executive county, because of what it is offering, due to the law and order, due to the lowest crime rate, and so on. So definitely. And in COVID, I remember I did volunteer as well with UMMC because they were nurses or healthcare practitioners were not available enough for all the people in all the community. So we were all shortage of the staff. And I can imagine you might have the same issue.
Absolutely.
That you don't have enough people to serve enough people.
And also, we had so much animosity going towards this healthcare workers. It is, really, if you think about, shame on the as a society. They are just abusing. Some of these bad people were abusing doctors and nurses and putting their life on the line to help and support people, and which happened to be a sad thing. But we came a long way. Today, Fort Bend is much better than pre-COVID.
Definitely.
Pre-COVID.
It pushed you towards more development in shorter time, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Right? And so, of course, now we are. I'm doing my second term. I got re-elected in 2022, and continue to serve, continue to engage in what we can do to improve what we can. So there are so much more happening, and I will wait for your question.
For sure. And just to let you know, guys, because of the COVID, maybe all the courts went online. And I guess you still have the facility available.
Yeah, and actually, we are talking our library and all those, library to have more digital presence, and that's the future. If you think about it, that's the future. Definitely. And so we are going to continue to stay cutting edge. There is no question about it, and we are going to invest. That's why I was talking about AI, and that's why I was talking about we are going to do all kinds of stuff.
Definitely.
To improve our citizens' quality of life.
Okay, the flood mitigation. The city is known for hurricanes, storms, tornadoes, and the recent one, Beryl, has actually created a lot of havoc. Plus, there are 2 more coming in, so we don't know what is it going to be or how worse they're going to be. How did you plan the pre-situation and then the post?
Yeah, and I just want our citizens to know that whether there is a hurricane right now or not, we always do preparations.
Yes, for sure.
And we are bringing all the stakeholders. We have mud district, lead district, special district, cities, and other jurisdictions, and all. We bring our Office of Emergency Management, which I happen to be the director of it. The county judge is going to be the director of emergency management. So we bring all these people and do tabletop exercises and all that stuff, how we manages any kind of situation arises. And month of May, we always use and promote as a hurricane preparedness month.
Yes.
And now we are in the middle of a hurricane season, and we already got hit with a bad one. And so how do you deal with it? I mean, you cannot stop hurricane.
No,
but we can prepare better. And we came a long way. And, as far as electricity and all, there were some challenges, but people were communicated properly. And, so that is a top priority. Talking about flood mitigation is very important because Fort Bend County is a flat county, and we have Brazos River in the middle of Fort Bend County, and also this river is moving, in Sugar Land and area, and all the river is changing direction. And so that all, I mean, as you know, and the 59 bridges, they are fixing it because underneath it's all falling down. And so flood mitigation is going to be a major issue, and it is, and also we are continue to build new developments that are all creating more issues. So we are intentional about it, and we are working with the General Land Office, we are working with FEMA, we are working with state level, the General Land Office. And so we had a couple of event we celebrated recently, almost $68.4 million they just awarded to take care of some of our specific projects. And just last week we had almost $18 million brought into 3 projects. And so we are constantly working with the General Land Office and every jurisdiction we can work with to bring that money so that we could address this flood mitigation possibilities in Fort Bend County.
And definitely it's a 24/7 job, by the way. So if you are there, you could probably receive a call in the middle of the night and you have to be there. All the emergency services or people who are involved in the flood mitigation or emergency services, they have to be on the 24-hour clock.
So our Office of Emergency Management, our Sheriff Department and police, all that, they work 24/7. Fire department and all that.
There is a very common question normal people ask because they don't know the story behind the scene. why do we have a very slow preparedness response to any kind of storm or hurricanes whenever it comes?
No, it is. I don't know what does that exactly mean, because if you're talking about power outage,
yes, mainly.
Okay.
This is the main problem. Yeah.
Okay. I just want people to know that power have nothing to do with me.
For
I
sure,
don't control
yeah.
power.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It is actually CenterPoint.
Yeah.
It is a private company.
Yeah.
And they are the infrastructure company for power. And we had a dedicated representative in our Office of Emergency Management to care for this, to give us up-to-date information, and and we were working with them very closely. But it is a CenterPoint issue.
Yeah.
But the problem is not the problem. I tell you this: we had 383,497 people was without power the first day, and the 8th day it came down to 0.
Wow.
Okay. And understand one thing, and if you didn't get the power for a week, then it doesn't matter who got first or who
yeah, it doesn't matter.
And so they did a good job, but it was 95-degree weather, and like people were frustrated. I get it, I understand it. That's why we worked very closely with CenterPoint, and I'm sure I had meetings after that, after this event with them, and they're traveling and they're learning and understanding more about how to better prepare next time. And that's how they're going to address that.
Definitely issue. And I will also say something positive about CenterPoint as well, because I know a lot of people doing bashing. You need to understand, when you have miles and miles and thousands of miles of wire running through different paths and different ways, it is not possible to just hold on to one wire just because the hurricane is going to take away or take it down. And there are so many poles were broken. There were so much infrastructure was damaged.
And also, I just wanted to add something else. And because I sit behind the scene and watch it, and when this storm supposed to come up and go west,
yes,
and it last minute turned east, and when all the northeast side of Fort Bend and Harris and all that stuff it went to, and you cannot bring 10,000 people and stage them, because this is coming. We don't even know which direction it is going. How many times we had situations where we said it is coming our way, it just went the other way.
For sure.
Yeah. So I understand people's frustration, and I sympathize with you. And but
definitely,
yeah.
And I do see them reinforcing a lot of their infrastructure. By the way, they're also cutting trees and making sure everything is up and running, because you need to understand, for CenterPoint to access their services or to have access to their machinery or equipment, there were trees fallen on the floor, on the streets, and on different places, and you needed a special equipment to move that heavy equipment or heavy item. You cannot just go and fix the wire unless this item is out of the way. So I'm sure everybody was working together in synergy in order to do the working. But when you have a whole county, Harris and Fort Bend both are down, it's not possible to have.
It's hard, but
it's not easy.
Move on,
But thank God we were able to over it. Okay, economic development. How do you see that you have contributed, or your office has contributed in the economical developments for the
economic development is a top priority in our from day one. And economic development was not led by the county when I came into office. It was another private or non-profit organization was taking care of it. But in 2021, after a long hard work, and 2021 we established our economic development department, and in 2022 we hired our first economic development director, Carlos Guzman, and he is actively engaged right now with numerous organizations, and he is actively working to focus on economic development. And we are getting so many inquiries in our area. Businesses want to come to Fort Bend County, and there are so many of them already in here, but you will hear a lot of new things happening in the future.
Definitely looking forward to it. Mental health advocacy. This is also one of the challenge for our community as well. We are going through a tough time from the mental health.
Mental health is a challenge. It is not only here, it is actually a challenge city-wise or the county-wise. Where you go to a state level, it is a national level. Mental health is a major challenge, and we are actually, Fort Bend County have something called a Fort Bend Behavioral Health Services, which is led by Dr. Connie Almeida. And I'm not here to say we got everything under control. We are still continue to work to improve on a daily basis to move, focus on that area. We are constantly, conducting information seminars and bringing the stakeholders. We have conversations. We are dedicating money for that purpose, and we will continue to do that.
And you have outreach team, which is actually reaching out to the community. They're trying to do the interviews, taking the feedback, and they're also collecting different type of statistics in order to help the community. The next question is diversity and inclusion. So
we already talked about.
We already talked about it.
We could move to that.
Yeah, for sure. And then youth empowerment.
Investing in young people is always a top priority. And I came from Fort Bend ISD, and we had a leadership program there. And after I came into my office, and we started, because county usually is always said, "Oh, we don't do anything with education. We don't do." But I understand that. But we started a county-wide internship program, and last 3+ years we have a summer paid internship program, which is around. We are costing our county more than $1.5 million, and we hire almost 250+ young people. They come here and work with so many departments in the county and learn and understand about so many stuff we do, and so we are investing money in there. And then of course county judge's office under my supervision, we have a youth leadership program. We are hiring. We have actually currently the new batch is going on around close to 50 kids, and we are training them to become tomorrow's leaders. And last couple of years, what we have done is we picked like 5, 6, 7 kids from that, and we give them a unique experience to take them to DC.
Wow.
So they go to get a tour to White House and go to Capitol Hill and talk to congressmen and women. And we have our consultant, King and Spalding. And so they go and talk to them, and they even get exposed to, if they wanted to do internship at the Capitol Hill or White House or wherever, what they need to do and what they can do and things of that nature. So they come back with wow kind of thing.
For sure.
And so that kind of life-changing event we are providing to our children, exposing and opening up their mind and heart so that they can be better citizens and they can be more productive citizens than we are.
Definitely. And Judge KP George is a pioneer and the founding of a judge for this club for the youth, basically the whole program. What are the ages, would you mention, that anybody can apply?
It's actually high school level, maybe early college, and that's what,
Okay, that's fine. And then let's go to the community safety. What kind of measures do you guys take in order to secure the community, or programs, or do you invest?
Community safety is always, you're talking about law enforcement and of course fire and all that stuff, right? And Fort Bend is one of the safest places to live. And we are continue to invest money, and we actually 2 years ago we improved our law enforcement pay. That we are paying them better, and we continue to look for an opportunity so that we could pay them better. We provide them with complete, their required gears and equipments. And also now I'm very proud to say that Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office adopted a policy where all their deputies are wearing a body cam. And which is important. It is beneficial to everybody, because even the police can say that it's all about he said, she said, right? And so now we have a proof. And so thanks to Sheriff Fagan and his team for taking that initiative. County Commissioners Court offered. So I just want people to know that our county care about our citizens' safety and security, and we have some of the finest people working there, and engage with them and learn and understand what is going on. And you are living in a phenomenal county,
for sure,
as far as public safety is concerned.
The Houston police is overall a great force, by the way, which is keeping us safe. But especially in Fort Bend County, I've encountered that they are very friendly. They have a very great attitude and everything. They're not like the traditional movie kind of cop, just trying to catch you for everything. They try to help you out if you make a mistake or something. They have leniency. Yeah. So I'm grateful to you for training them for this level. This is also needed. Interfaith initiatives.
Yeah, that is also part of what we mentioned before. I mean, and it is important to have, bringing our faith community together because they are the grassroots. Yes. And we do have a interfaith. That is also I started after I came into Fort Bend County Judge's Office. Interfaith initiative. It is led by Pastor Sincere and also Sharik Ghani from Minaret Foundation and Renee Thiel from East Fort Bend, the Human Need Ministry. And these people are leading that effort. And I want all the pastors and imams and, temple, leaders, priests and people like that be part of it so that we could share the information what is going on here and share it with that community so that we are better communicating with our citizens.
Definitely. And the last is future plan. What are the future plans do you have at the moment?
Future plan is, there's always our plates are full. For sure. And we are, one thing I consider this as a tremendous opportunity to serve our citizens in Fort Bend County. And we are always, our staff, our community, our office is always engaged. And we don't have any moment we are thinking what we are going to do. Definitely. And so there are so many things. Economic development is going to be a top priority. And a lot of things maintaining. You talk about we are public safety wise, we are one of the best counties. But that can change if you're not paying attention.
For sure.
Right? And also we are actually awarded last year the second best county to live in.
Wow.
Right behind Collin County. Mm-hmm. And we are the second fastest growing county. Yes. Second fastest growing county in state of Texas, right behind Hays County. Mm-hmm. And also we are, it always changes, but our second richest county, right behind Rockwall County in Dallas. And so there is a lot of things happening constantly. This is all certain accolade we received because of our hard work. And so, like I said, there is a lot of people go to Houston to work, who live here. Definitely. And our goal is to change, and there is part of our economic development. There are some of our major communities are in the work, and some changes going to happen is the Fort Bend Toll Road, if you know, it is in Sienna Plantation area, and we are going to build a bridge across to Thompson, and that's going to open up 48,000 underdeveloped or undeveloped area for development. And there is already a community called Austin Point, which is around 14,000 homes, which is just opened up. And then George Foundation have almost 16,000 acres. Johnson Development has already signed a contract with, I think, 15 or 1,600 acres. And they're going to be phase by phase developing that. So you will see on the other side of the river from Sienna, you will see a woodland kind of development in the future. So that all going to add so much value, and you will see a mall coming there. You will see other major developments happening there, even job creation wise, this kind of and sports hospital. Yes. And I don't know, we have a event center in Fort Bend County now. This is all we started after I came into the office. It's called Epicenter.
Yeah.
Epicenter is one of the, it's not even dates are not available because there's a huge demand.
It's a state of art.
Yeah. And but beautiful thing is we will be building a hotel there, a 5-star full service hotel, and so that means the development is going to happen to the south of river.
Definitely.
And Richmond, Rosenberg, and beyond is going to happen. And this is all we want to make sure we keep that a business-friendly atmosphere, so that people wanted to come and continue to do business with the county.
For the viewers, there are so many businesses opening up every day in Fort Bend County because the businessmen feel safe, secure. They know that we have economically ready clientele available. So this brings to the end of our questions and everything, and I would thank KP George, Judge KP George, for his time, and his team also, by the way, that we will show them as well and have some time. It's this beautiful initiative that he has taken. I was just saying in the beginning, if you want to meet a judge who cares not just for the whole group or a whole community, but to a single person, I am that single person as live proof. I asked his time. It's a community channel, and he was very welcome. The team was very active. They gave me time. I'm here right now in his courthouse. So, guys, this is a live proof. I'm glad to be standing next to this amazing, humble personality. Thank you so much for your time once again.
Yeah. I just want to leave you with this. Sure. Our goal is to create continue to be a world-class community, provide the best opportunity for our citizens, and I will do everything possibly I can do to help and support. And don't be a stranger. If you want to reach out to our office, you have numerous ways. We have the presence. We are fully present on all social media platforms. Follow us. We put out constantly information which is important to you to learn and understand, make decisions. So, or reach out to our office if anything we can do to help and support. And once again, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you once again, guys. See you later on with another episode. Take care of yourself. So viewers, let me show you a little bit of the memories in here on wall. How did it started? So you can relate how did it progress, the whole system, the county, the courthouse, and these are the judges, and this is the person sitting judging here. So yeah, so guys, this is the latest updated, the courthouse, the main hall, let's say, where the decisions are made. This is how, yeah, and there's a gallery on top as well. So this is how it looks like. So those of you who have not come here, you can see the beautiful interior in here. So starting, this is the first judge, and we're going in round. So it's like a lobby, corridor, you can call it. You can see everybody who has been here as judge are all listed, pictured, and this is our Judge KP George. Thank you, sir, for your time. Hi guys. So I had a beautiful and amazing time with Judge KP George and his team. They are all wonderful, so lovely people, and we had a great conversation. And we talked a lot about the development, the economic development, youth program, flood mitigation, and so on. So I've also covered the beautiful building as well, with a lot of memories and history in it. So definitely stay tuned for another episode. This is Samir Khan from Vocal Vibes TV, Houston, Texas.